Alright guys, back on the golf cart, brand new day. Today is Wednesday, and I don't know what the date is. I'm gonna try to add a little more crypto. I've been dollar cost averaging in just a little bit here and there. Like if I get a little bit extra from the business, I transfer it. I'll buy a little bit of something, a little chain link, a little Ethereum, a little Bitcoin. I'm just buying a little bit of everything. I feel better when I dollar cost average in with new money creation rather than like selling my dividend stocks to buy more crypto. And then the whole time I'm like, oh, why did I switch? What am I doing? I feel better when I'm just like, if I have extra money, I buy a little bit and I keep it as a little side thing. So if it takes off, it takes off. But if it goes to zero or something happens, I'm not freaking out. The thing is still dividend investing, and I'm still stacking my boring SCHD. I'll have to when I get on the computer in a little bit, I'll throw up on the screen how many shares I have accumulated. But I currently have the dividend reinvestment on. I've always had it on. So I'm just going to keep reinvesting the dividends, and then as the dividend for SCHD grows, hopefully it'll continue to grow over time. Little by little, it'll compound and hopefully get us to that freedom number. But I do play around with the idea of paying off my house. The only issue is that it's a 2.75% rate, so it seems silly, because the spread between like what you could get in the stock market and the actual interest. But if you were to sit down and not look at like having like the largest amount of money at the end, and instead how do you get to the point where you have more money coming in than you do going out? You actually can get there quicker by paying the house off. It does seem that way on paper. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But at the same time, I think the rate is so low. It's like even Warren Buffett says it. 30-year mortgage is a wonderful thing. But I think his best friends are bankers, so I don't know if we should listen to everything, Ford here, they're about to do the oil change. Man, you guys are all set up. That's awesome.
What's the name of it?
Daily Driven Porsche.
Daily German Porsche?
Yeah, you can check it out. It's kind of cheesy. You'll be in it. You want to be in it?
Sure.
All right, what's your name?
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel?
Yes, sir.
Nathaniel's hooking it up.
Doing my research about.
They're getting it all back in shape. I just found out yesterday my windshield's cracked. A nice service truck. This thing's awesome. I did that for years. Hundreds and hundreds of filters. Back in the house eating eggs. I was bothering them. I told them I'm leaving you guys alone. I knew how that is when a customer would hang around when you're working on something. I used to do motorhomes, and sometimes they were the worst customers, because it was like their house on wheels and you're messing with it. Worst customers, but you know what I mean. Like, you got to be very careful. You can't go, you're all dirty and changing the oil, and you got to go inside the nice motorhome. It's got like white carpet. Got the coffee, got the baby slobber, and we're going to the office. Guys, they finished the oil change, and I found out that the DEF fluid is covered in this truck because it's so new, and I paid for the maintenance thing. So I've been putting DEF fluid in it nonstop, but they're going to come back and do it for me. They rotated the tires, so that's cool, and did the oil change. Cool dudes. I was talking to one of them. He was saying that maybe Nathaniel, he was saying he wants to learn e-commerce, and he was saying it'd be cool to bring someone on the channel and actually show step by step in person how to create a store. I just logistically have to figure out how we'd record it, because I can't get the screen recorder to work at Starbucks. I just realized how dirty these wheels are. Holy cow. I need to clean this thing. The thing I'm doing is I'm organizing the YouTube channel. I'm creating playlists. I got one called Building a Shopify Store. Then I got the other one, Daily Vlogs. And if you guys are new to the channel, you might not know it, but I have over 100 videos that are private from when I started the channel that I got to edit out some personal stuff. I was being a little too open in those videos, showing my body and all kinds of stuff. So I got to go in there and edit those videos, and then I'm going to post those one by one. They'll be in Daily Vlogs. I'm just naming the videos Daily Driven Porsche, Vlog 1, Vlog 2, Vlog 3, Vlog 4. I'm just naming them like that for now to keep it simple. Guys, I'm back on the streets walking. I couldn't get her to sleep. I'm going back through all my old videos. I have 111 videos that are private, so you guys have never seen if you're new to the channel. And I'm a little bit more personable in those videos, and I show a lot more. So go back and click. I'm adding little by little. So if you go back, you'll see vlog number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And I'm going to little by little be adding them. So if you want to go back and check them out, some of the old videos. Appreciate everybody watching the channel. Man, oh man, the stock market's popping off. SHD's the only thing in the red. I just keep adding. I added another $500 today. Bought some more, trying to increase my income. But I'm also adding the cryptocurrency. I figured if I missed out on the tech bull run, AI bull run, I didn't miss out on it with the quantum, but I missed out on Google. Go back and watch my video. Google, is it a buy? I remember I made that video. Dude, when I made that video, Google was $165 a share. And I was making a case for it. I was talking about its cloud business and all this. I'm gonna throw up on the screen Google and Anthropic. Google just got another deal possibly with Anthropic AI for cloud. So Google's cloud business, dude, is gonna be growing massively. I was talking about it in that video a while back. It was probably about 3 months ago, that video. I should have took my own advice. It was the only Mag 7 at the time that was below its intrinsic value. I was showing it on valueinvesting.io. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. I don't take my own advice. But I think Google's got more to run. This isn't financial advice. I'm not saying to buy it now. I'm just saying it probably does. Plus they have a quantum thing going on behind the scenes. But their cloud business, I mean, AWS is like dominates it, and Microsoft Azure, or however you say it. But Google, dude, they're breaking into the scene. They've got OpenAI deal, Anthropic deal. Plus they have their own AI, Gemini. But what I was getting at was, I'll throw up on the screen. Sometimes I'll read the little articles, you know. What kind of bird is that? The red head. Oh, it flew off. It looked like a little baby woodpecker. There's a bird up there. What kind of bird is that? He's eating something. I don't know if you can see him. Where'd he go? Oh, there he goes. Oh, I'm getting old, dude. I'm out here bird watching. I'm out here walking in the morning bird watching. What have I become? What is happening to me? What is happening to me? Next thing you know, I'm gonna have a little safari hat and some binoculars around my neck. Not a bad way to live, honestly. Pretty peaceful. So what I was throwing up on the screen, I always read these little articles, you know, like merger and acquisitions and company. Look at these little AI companies, dude, that are getting acquired. 600 million, 1 billion. Some of these companies were small and started by very, very, very limited teams. It's just wild with AI. I can remember years ago when TikTok came out, when it was what was it? It was that dance. It was a dance web thing. I can't remember the name of it. Musical.ly. It was Musical.ly, and Gary Vee was saying, "Guys, gotta download Musical.ly. Gotta get on Musical.ly." And I remember I slept on it, and I was like, I'm not getting into that. And I feel like I'm kind of doing the same thing with AI. All I've done is implement AI into like our chat bot on our website, and I've implemented it into like some of the flows and stuff with Shopify flows and Klaviyo. But I haven't really done that much with AI, to be honest. My buddy at the gym, Danny, shout out to Danny, he's getting all into it. He's downloaded those websites and he's building out AI agents and stuff. He's just playing with it and learning it. But I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for people if you can really tap into it and really learn it and figure out a way you could create some type of business. Man, look at that freaking, God, that's like a Comcast cable. Look, I am getting old. Look how they routed the cable around the tree. Oh, look at that. I am getting old. I'm looking at cables, the way people are routing cables. No, but I'm saying, maybe if you could figure out a way to create, I was thinking this, you know what I think the biggest thing with AI is? A lot of businesses, even people like me, dude, I'm spread thin, I got kids, I got a lot going on. I'm like, I don't have time to sit on Gorgias and figure out how to create the chat bot and all, you know, it took me forever to do the little bit. And now I got to train it and give it knowledge. And AI automation, like if you could create a business, even if you don't know about how to do it, just learn it. This is what people do with Facebook ads. They were writing coffee shops saying, I'll manage your Instagram, or I'll run your Facebook ads for you. And people were so oblivious on how it all worked. They just were blindly giving their money to people to run their campaigns, and the kids running the campaigns barely knew what they were doing. I think there's probably a lot of opportunity like that with AI. You could hit up businesses and say, like, we'd love to explore your business and audit your business. Do a free audit and tell you how you can implement AI in your business. You might be able to we can make it to where you could alleviate some of your payroll. No, I'm joking, like firing people. I'm saying like they might be able to save money on payroll by certain tasks and roles within the business that are entry level, like mindless tasks. They could have some AI thing do it, and then, you know, you could help them automate that, and then you charge a certain amount. That, I feel like there's some opportunity there for people that are interested in starting something like that. if you're young. Opportunity in like new technology, you know, and things that people don't truly understand. It's hot. It's a hot keyword, AI, but a lot of people can't really comprehend how to implement it in their business, or even what angenic commerce is and how things are going to be changing and how quickly things are going to change. So there's always opportunities, you know. Out there while I'm walking on the streets with a baby, doing nothing. No, I'm not doing nothing. I'm doing God's work. I'm doing the most important job in the world, being a father and husband. If you guys aren't doing that, you got to do that first before you can play around with the other stuff. Oh, but back to what I was getting at was that I missed out on the tech bull run, but I'm gonna keep dollar cost averaging into some cryptocurrency just to have, you know. I already have a little. I've always had some since 2016, 17. I used to have big chunks, but recently I haven't had all that much. So little by little, I'm gonna buy some Ethereum, keep dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, Chainlink, trying to think what else I have. Solana, XRP, Stellar. Maybe I'll explore a little further out. I might get like another Oracle, like Axelir, like interoperability protocols, like Axelir, Pendle maybe, related to DeFi. I'm trying to think what else. Aave. So I'll get some small cryptocurrencies and just dollar cost average a little bit. Right now I've got I have a small portion, probably 1% of my portfolio. Well, no, not that much. Probably less than 1% of my portfolio is in cryptocurrency. Pretty much all of it's SCHD. The dividend investing side, I'll throw up on the screen where we're at right now with how many shares we have, SCHD, and what the current income is, and what the projected income is in 5 years if the dividend growth rate stays the same and I keep the drip on and I keep reinvesting the dividends, and if I can keep adding the amount I add per day, which ends up being about 50,000 a year. So if I could get it to where I could put like 100,000 or 300,000, if I could get the business cranking, then man, we could get to the freedom number pretty quick. See here, we have 57,179 shares of SCHD, and I have 1,007 shares of SGov. So that's my cash position, just earning a little yield inside of short-term treasuries. Here's the total income it's producing, $63,306 a year. Our dividend yield is 3.86 with the SGov and the SCHD, and you can see our beta is 0.73, so it's a lot less volatile than the regular stock market, but we don't get the gains either, so keep that in mind. Our dividend growth rate, 10%. That's our last 5-year average. And then we have our income calendar. So the year ahead, you can see every quarter we're going to get about 15,000, and then the other months from the SGov, which is the short-term treasuries, we're going to be getting like 350 bucks. And then if you go back, you can see here the income forecast. If we were to add, I play around with it. I say, what would it be if I put 300,000 a year? Well, let's just say 50,000 a year I can invest. We're going to reinvest the dividend, so it's going to boost our dividend growth rate up to 13%. So you can see here in 5 years or 4.5 years. Actually, what am I talking about? The year's over. In 4 years. Yeah, in basically 4 years, we'll be at $129,000 a year in income. Then in 9 years, we'd be at $250,000. And then 20 or 15 years, we'll be at $473,000. I'd be set with that. But who knows, in 15 years, 400,000 might be like 100,000 now with inflation. And then 2045, that'd be wild, 885,000 a year. But I don't think the dividend growth rate would continue to be that. You know what I mean? The thing is that if the price of the share appreciates, the dividend yield is going to go down. So it's kind of a catch-22 with dividend investing. You almost want the stock price to drop so you can buy more, so you can get to your freedom number before you have appreciation. But that's why you kind of got to focus on what's the goal. Is it income? Is it, appreciation? The real name of the game, to be honest, if you're young, it's total return. So you probably shouldn't be investing in dividends. You're probably focused on something like VGT and VOO or something, or SCHG and VOO, which is pretty much the same thing, I guess. Just dollar cost average, the S&P 500. That's why Buffett recommends it for his wife. But I'm just showing you guys, what the projected income is. So it's kind of cool to focus on. Just another day trying to stay consistent with my goals. Trying to knock out the 10,000 steps, hit the gym. I keep adding things, so it's starting to get a little overwhelming. But be a good dad, husband, show up for the family, get my 10,000 steps in, try not to eat sugar, get the business to make $3,000 a day in profit, invest in SCHD at least $100 to $150 a day, build a second Shopify store publicly so I can be shamed if it doesn't work, try to stay grounded and realize that one day we're going to have a life review based on all the near-death experience stuff I've been reading. Let's try to make sure that we don't make money or lose our soul to gain the world. I'm short on time, so I got to carry the stroller. I'm going to carry it into the house, into the bathroom, so she can keep sleeping. I'm going to take a shower. Shout out to Nathaniel, left me some DEF fluid. Man, one of the subs just left a comment that Nvidia's up 5% today. That thing is unstoppable, isn't it? It's on fire. Just keeps cranking.
Ooh. All right. Woo. This is light work. Come on.